Truman, no, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, he just shooting. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. Hot.
Play action. It's Burrow. Left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to Bolden. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
12, 12, 12.
Now they send a man in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The Bengals at 6-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Up the middle they go. Dale, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards that time.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen, plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and 3. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down
11.
and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it,
11.
touchdowns.
11.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. Dale. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. In motion comes the tight end left. Out of the gun now on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
12.
Here they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
12, 12, 12.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Gun. 11, Thomas.
Burrow on play action. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
One, ready?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
And Burrow going to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so
11,
far.
11, 11.
But on that last one,
here we go.
That worked quite well for the defense.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
He's going to let it go here for Hillman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Look at the big fella go.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right
11
here.
MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Dot.
Now it's Burrow.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke
mighty,
the play up.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11
Now
MT,
Burrow
11
changing
MT.
things up
11,
here.
11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 60 yards.
And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twist.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Loose inside the 30.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
12.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Just set. 11, mighty. 11, dot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
12. Here we go. Dot.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Bengals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Hillman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
It's interesting going into this game, there was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. On third down, Dale. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
11.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From midfield now, Burrow. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He came very close to absolutely destroying their defensive strategy, didn't he? Broke some tackles and came very close to picking up a first down. They've got to wrap up better.
Indeed, but they were able to get him down before that marker. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back now in Cincinnati. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This is Hillman with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Dot.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught. It's Decker. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
That is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave, so they took their shot but couldn't connect.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's caught. Decker. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dale.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
It's just set. 11 MT, 11 MT. That.
Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Mighty.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6 coming up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fights free at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Now first and goal.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. God.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Gun, gun. Dot, dot.
They'll try to run this one in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are in the field?
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, you know, versus win, no win, if it's a possibility, whatever it is. And they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today.
So for the Bengals, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.
Like damn, why I get a like Aaron? I'm a drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like white, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something, it feel like church. Or the hood got whack and the shed went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like goat. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Hit a lane, tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy. I ain't hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a porch light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly, with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little ratchet. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. But you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
Move, son. Don't talk back unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either weight. If you get it to the top of the plate. You wanna run it up, run it up all night. If the lights went down, get your keep that baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental.